those who keep trying will always succeed. And I feel like it speaks for itself. But lots of people these days, they don't want to try because society has told us to be numb and has told us to be the same person because now they can obviously make money off us simply from our boredom. You know, TikTok, Instagram Reels, whatever, that is based off our boredom and they make money from it. And they want us to be, you know, dopamine slaves, basically. But how do you revert this is actually very simple, and it's to try something yourself. Like live a life that you feel will actually feel like it has value. Because lots of people these days, in my opinion, right, they tell themselves and the world like, ah, but I don't have any purpose, I don't have this, I don't have that. And then you look at their life and all they do is, you know, wake up, eat crappy food, they don't take care of their body, like they don't do anything, and then they repeat the cycle. Like, what do you expect to change if you don't change anything about your life? Like, you have to change the cycle. You have to. And that's why the people who keep trying, they will always succeed in any capacity. Because if you teach yourself that if you try every single day, even if it's less successful as you expected, you will still have and learn lessons from those failures. And that's the difference. Like lots of people who just give up on life and don't do anything, they would be called, you know, failures. But that's different from failing. Because if you try something and you fail, you have failed, but you're not a failure. A failure who is someone who keeps failing, but who also gives up. There's a very big difference, right? It's about words that you use for yourself. They can also influence your mind, by the way. But I think you know that. The things you tell yourself have a very big impact on your soul and on your destiny and on you, the things you think of yourself. So that's why you should never call yourself a failure, but you should call yourself currently failing. Because failure implies, again, that you have ruined your life and that you will never amount to anything, which is simply not true. And if you keep trying, you will realize trial and error. Like, I'm sorry I pronounce it weird because I'm not English. Error, I can't really pronounce it. Sorry. Um, anyway, if you keep trying, you will always succeed. Maybe not in the tasks that you are currently trying in, but you will teach yourself a lesson which will be successful in the things that you do in the future as well, because it teaches you, again, the mindset. Like if I suck at a certain sport, or if my body just doesn't want to do a certain sport because I'm not athletic enough for this certain thing about this sport. If I keep trying and after a couple of months I tell myself, okay, I suck at this, I don't care, I'm gonna try a different sport. And then I realize that I'm good at this other sport, and because of the mindset that I made for myself previously, which is to keep trying until I succeed, I have taught myself to keep going, even if something goes bad, if something goes well. I have found the thing that I excel in, and now I will go further, 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 because I taught myself how to think and act. And that's why, again, people who try will always succeed. Because you need to teach yourself the mindset. The mindset is most important. People think the task is most important. That's not true. It's about the thing in your mind. Because the thing in your mind, you carry for the rest of your life. A task, a car, a house, maybe a house you keep forever, but you get my point. Like a mindset is something you keep forever. Something physical, an achievement, you don't always keep that forever. But your mindset about life is forever evolving. If you find out certain things early, like if you try, you will succeed in the future, you will be successful. Like I suck at lots of stuff. You know, I didn't want to run because I sucked at running. Obviously, I'm a gamer guy. I suck at running. I suck at everything, basically. But I did running. I do running now. And I'm quickly improving because I put myself to the task. And previously, when I didn't have this mindset of I try, I will eventually succeed, I quit after 2 weeks because I felt weak as shit. I felt bad as hell. This was 2 years ago, 3 years ago, maybe. Point is, I shifted my mindset. Like, even if there's days where I run less good, I still show up for myself. And I have succeeded in that regard of trying every single day. Because you don't necessarily have to go to the gym every single day, running every single day. It's not even recommended because your muscles need time to recover, right? It's about the mindset. It's about waking up early, eating healthy, consuming good food, getting 8 hours of sleep, which is 7 at least, but 8 hours is the best. Like, do things that actually make you successful. Because lots of people, they just live life again without meaning. But then when you look at their life, they wake up at 11 a.m., they eat garbage food, no water, they don't get sunlight. Like, you are ruining your own life. And you're complaining about it, which is actually the worst cycle because it's a vicious cycle, you know? You keep going down. It will keep spiraling down until you find a point where you can't take it anymore. And I'm not going to talk about what happens after because I think you can imagine it already. My point is, if you try, you will succeed. Not maybe in every single task, but the mindset, you will always succeed. Always. Keep that in mind. Thank you.